Hello everyone, Randy here, and for today's video I am doing a setup video. Been meaning to do this for 10,000 subscribers. Was going to do this a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately I became sick. Ended up with bronchitis and a sinus infection there. Still getting better from that. For the most part doing pretty good here. But finally getting around to do a 10,000 subscriber setup video behind me here. You folks been bugging me for a while. Hey, you want to see my setup? Well, here it is behind me, and we'll turn the camera around here in a minute and now get a little closer. But first off, I want to say thanks for all the subscribers, people commenting, watching, subscribing, playing on the multiplayer server, whatnot. Just wanted to say a big thanks to all you guys. So let's dive in. Okay, folks, we'll start up with probably the most obvious item here on the desk, and that is my monitors. I currently have three 27-inch 1080p monitors. And just a slight difference here, the two outer ones are Acer, this one and that one. The one in the middle though is an Asus, and that is a 3D ready monitor. So I can actually do 3D on that monitor. The other two monitors are not 3D. That's the biggest difference with my monitors there. I do have my speakers mounted on top of the monitors. Just gives me a little more empty space underneath the monitors here. Keyboard, Corsair. Just the this is not the RGB one. This is just has the red backlight. One thing I do like about it, it does have the textured keycaps here for your WASD keys. I do like that. Microphone, just a kind of a cheap microphone. This is actually not the microphone I typically use. I've actually just started using this microphone here, a couple months ago, I think. With my recent cold, I have not actually been using this lately. I've actually gone back to my headset just so I have an easier mute button when I start coughing and whatnot. And of course, I think you folks have probably seen this before. Farming Simulator steering wheel, or SATEC heavy equipment steering wheel, whatever you folks want to call it. Mouse, Corsair Vengeance mouse, of course. I rather like the Corsair input hardware, I guess you could call it. Keyboard and mouse, and then of course a Corsair mouse pad as well. And my headset, just a Logitech, I think it's 430 or something like that. Not a super expensive one, just a nice headset. As you can see, it is starting to wear out just a bit. Actually bought this microphone. You know, after a while you wear a headset for so long it starts to get a little sore. So I ended up actually buying this microphone so I would not have to wear a headset all the time. And a lot of people said, hey, you know, this microphone sounds pretty good, considering this microphone is actually significantly cheaper than that one. A lot of people actually said this one sounded okay, so like I said, I've been using that one just a little bit. Although not recently because of my recent cold. Because this one has, if I pull the cable up, a nice mute button right there. Whereas for this microphone I have to reach across over there and hit the mute button up there. Not quite as quick as I can with the headset. So anyway, in front of me here I also have my iPad mounted. Not particularly happy with the way this is mounted. If you see, it's mounted right there with a... Yeah, I don't particularly like that. I actually like this little shorter one, but I've not been able to find a shorter one like this. And actually they make them shorter than this. I've not been able to find a shorter one that I can use on my iPad and get still an adjustable display with it. Anyway. And of course, just seen back there, mixer panel. I've had that for quite a while. Use that for mixing the audio. That goes into the videos between the microphone. Microphone is on channel 1 there. And channel 5 and 6 is the game audio. Channel 7 and 8 is actually audio coming from the iPad. Alt 3-4 bus is actually the microphone audio going out separately, and then the main mix is actually separate as well. Keep the audio streams separate that way in case I ever want to do anything with them. Also, I do feed TeamSpeak audio into the board as well, so I can actually select whether you folks can actually hear TeamSpeak or not, although I'm typically not on TeamSpeak when I do record on the multiplayer server. So anyway, I think that does it for what's on the desk here. Like I say, to the monitors, keyboard, Farming Sim steering wheel. And yeah, there it is. And of course, folks, all that hardware up on the desk there needs to be powered by something. And this is my PC here, custom built. Has an Intel Core i7 3960K. That is a 6-core CPU at 3.2 gigahertz. Has 32 gigabytes of RAM in it. No really particular reason other than the fact that it was on sale at the time. Otherwise, I would say you definitely don't need 32 gigs of RAM, but I do have 32 gigabytes of RAM. Graphics card. Need something to play all them games with. NVIDIA EVGA GTX 980 Hydro Copper Edition. So that does mean it is liquid cooled. I've got a 512 gigabyte solid state hard drive. It's the OCZ Vertex 4. And let's see what else. Oh, motherboard. Motherboard is a Gigabyte X79 UD5 by Gigabyte. And you folks, yeah, I probably can't really see a whole lot in there. It's pretty dark. Like I said, it sits beside my desk here, so other than the front side, really don't see a whole lot on it. I do see my joystick sitting up top there. Typically, I leave that unplugged. Farming Simulator doesn't like it when I have that plugged in. It tends to start doing weird things. Anyway, I hope you folks enjoyed the setup video. Like I said, my 10,000 subscriber setup video. Folks were kind of asking, hey, when are you going to do a setup video? And what are you going to do for your 10,000 subscriber video? I'm like, put the two together. So anyway, I hope you folks enjoyed that. If you folks have any comments or questions about any of this stuff behind me, I use open source broadcast software to record with. For those of you wondering, I almost always get that question. So yes, I do use open source broadcast software. Open broadcast software. OBSproject.com. It is free recording software. Works pretty good. It recorded what you folks see behind me here. So yeah, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And if you want to see more of a particular item in my setup, let me know. I'll be glad to do a video on that as well. And as always, thanks for watching.